Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Paul, and I'm going to talk about personally what happened in 2019, how it went for me on a personal level, and just kind of wrapping up the year. So I thought 2019 was an amazing year for me. I thought as time has gone on, my years have gotten better and better. Ever since I decided maybe 6 or 7 years ago to really start putting effort into who I am and read more and try to experience life more. Things have progressively gotten better and better each year, and I'm very blessed in that regard. 2019, I had a couple of main goals. One was to apply to grad school. I not only applied to grad school, but I got in, and I already have a semester under my belt in library science, so I'm excited about that. Another goal for me was to go to Ireland, and that was just an amazing trip, which I'll talk about more in a moment. And then another goal is to really make reading my priority and my number one thing that I do, and I feel like I did accomplish that as well. Health wise, I felt more healthy this year than any other year. I got down to about 230 at one point, which is the lowest I've been in my adult life. I've since gained a little bit of weight back during the fall and winter, but I'm looking forward to getting more in shape in 2020. I definitely have grown as a person. I am more outgoing. I am more confident. I enjoy my time with myself more. I can keep myself more focused. I can keep myself more content without the need of other people, and that's something that I want to continue into the new year as well. Overall, 2019 was a fantastic year that I really enjoyed. And let's look at some of the highlights. Starting graduate school, library school, was a scary thing for me because I went to graduate school when I was younger and I did poorly. I dropped out of it. So going into graduate school again, I was scared. I thought that the reason why I did so poorly in the past was that I just wasn't cut out for it. But here I am, a semester in, and I got A's. I got 2 A's, and I am doing really well. And I realize it's not me. I am much more disciplined and a better writer now than what I was when I was a kid. So that's definitely one thing that helped. But overall, my previous grad school experience doing intelligence and defense things for the government, I just wasn't interested in it that much. It was too competitive. Library science is more my thing, and I enjoy it, and I like adding value to people's life. In this year, I definitely have grown as a person. Some of the main things that I would want to talk about is, essentialism. I do the things that are most important to me and try to get rid of other things. So in that regard, this is the year that I totally got rid of social media. I started with Instagram. Instagram was a huge time sink for me, and I just couldn't stop scrolling on it. And so I got rid of that earlier in the year. And then about middle of the year, I got rid of Facebook. And then just recently, I got rid of Twitter. So I now don't really use social media other than YouTube and Goodreads. And I'm going to continue with this because social media caused me a lot of anxiety in 2019. I'm the type of person that I'm very critical of myself. I try to be better at all times. And when I would go on social media and people were critical with each other, tearing others down, it bothered me. And at times I couldn't separate the criticalness that was being shown and the hatred that was being shown on these platforms and who I was as a person. So, for example, when somebody would talk about how awful this man was and how he like mansplained or something like that, I would read that and I would become obsessed with wondering if I would do this, if I do the same thing. And after you read those type of messages so many times throughout the day and the week, you start to kind of lose yourself a little bit. And I didn't like that about social media. People are so angry. How this is turning into a social media rant. I didn't read this to be, but people are so angry with others that don't agree with them, and I just can't handle that on an emotional level. And there were times where I would read a certain tweet directed at a certain group of people, and it would ruin my entire day. Like that tweet, I would just ruminate on what that person said, and I can't do that. Like my personality in social media just doesn't mesh, and how social media has evolved and my personality, it just doesn't work for me anymore. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean that to turn into a social media rant. But let's go on and talk about Ireland. Ireland trip was fantastic. I went there by myself. I met some amazing book friends. And I met some people I met in San Jose last year, but I met some new people. And I just really enjoy the camaraderie and community aspect that BookTube brings with these individuals. And it really showed me that I needed to be more active and have it be more of a priority in my life. So in 2020, I'm definitely going to be trying to strengthen my relationships, my friendships with these individuals, because they are pretty amazing. And just put forth more time towards BookTube as well. I got to see some amazing things and the beauty of the world. I found that I fell in love with nature. I fell in love with hiking. I fell in love with just seeing new things, and that is definitely going to be something that I'm going to continue in my life. Going to these special places, they're memories that I'll have for forever, and I feel that these type of memories are priceless, and using a lot of your money to do these type of things is important. So I really loved my trip to Ireland. It was fantastic. I'll definitely be going out of the country in the future. I will not be going out of the country this year, however, as I'm saving money. But I really liked 2019. I just feel like I'm a more well-rounded individual, but there is definitely some room for growth in 2020. And I'll probably talk about that more in a future video. So I thought this was a great year. The main things that I wanted to accomplish, that I set as priorities, I accomplished, and I'm very happy with that. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.